Well, hello YouTube. I can't believe I am finally doing this. I literally bought this camera 2 or maybe 3 years ago, being like, I'm gonna do YouTube, I'm gonna get into it, I'm gonna do it, and then I just never did it because like I got so embarrassed filming out in public. But now that, you know, I'm a little bit older, I'm a little bit more confident in myself. Like, I know it sounds silly because that was just like 2 years ago, but like 2 years can make a big difference. And now that I just feel more sure of myself and more like comfortable in my skin, more than I've ever have before, I'm like, maybe I can do this. Maybe I can do this. I quieted my inner insecure demons just a little bit. Let's see how this goes. I wanted my first video to be like a little get ready with me, get to know me kind of vibe, just because like I mean I've done like get to know me style like videos over on my other channels, you know, TikTok and Instagram, but we're not talking about them. I've never been able to actually make them like chatty because who wants to watch like a 5-minute TikTok? No one wants to do that. But now that we're over on this, you know, long form video platform, I'm like, this is my time to be chatty. Also, oh, she left. I'm gonna be honest, guys. I am also partially here because of the, you know, TikTok ban. Okay, just like everyone else. We all panicked. And listen, okay, today is Monday, the day after it was supposed to be banned, and TikTok is back. So I don't really know what's going on. I don't really trust it. Kyle is calling me a conspiracy theorist, but like, I know that a large portion of the internet agrees with me that everything that's going on right now is a little bit sus, and I don't trust what is happening. Like, I don't know if it's actually gonna be here to stay. It also just doesn't feel like the same app anymore. Like there's something off about it, but we can talk about that later. Right now, it's about me because this is about getting to know me. So hi, my name is Abby Bible. Yes, my last name is actually Bible. It is not Bibble. It's actually so funny. I had like a coworker that's like been my coworker for like 8 months now, like not a full year, but you know, enough time. And she randomly the other day to me was like, Abby, I had no idea that your last name was Bible. I thought it was Bibble this entire time. It's so interesting because like my mind would never just go to Bibble immediately, but I think the thing is like people want to just be like PC and considerate and not just assume that someone has such like a last name so rooted in a religion, but like it is what it is. No, my dad is not a pastor. That is also a question I get. In high school, I did have like a weird time where I thought I was like super religious. Like I almost shaved my head in the name of the Lord. Couldn't be further from who I am now. I'm gonna have to get better at talking while I'm doing things because like I keep forgetting that I'm actually like, come on. I keep forgetting that I'm like trying to do my makeup while I'm talking to you. Oh gosh, hold on, I'm dripping too fast. I gotta do this. All right, we're back on track now. So my name's Abby Bible. I am 27 years old. I had a moment where I had to think, am I 26 or 27? But I am definitely 27. Even though I definitely feel like a 19-year-old, like I am a child. I should not be in charge of paying my own bills. I'm not responsible enough for that. I'm not responsible enough to know what the fuck is going on with my finances. Like, I don't keep track of if things I've actually returned have been refunded to me. I just, like, you know, live in faith that they're gonna do it, which is terrible of me, which is so irresponsible. But I know that some of you guys have to do that too. It's not just me. I am originally from Florida, but I have been living now in New York for 5 years, which is crazy because like, I don't know where time has gone. I really blame it on COVID for like me feeling like where is time, for me feeling like I'm 19, because it just took like 2-3 years off of my life, like off of everybody's life. But prior to living in New York, I went to college at the Savannah College of Art and Design in Savannah, Georgia. I actually loved my experience there. Like I feel like it really taught me how to have a work ethic. It really taught me a lot of professionalism. This is something that I've like actually talked through with a lot of fellow SCAD grads because like weirdly enough, I work with like 6 other people in my company that also went to SCAD, and like we all kind of agree that it's definitely like a regular college where you have to make the most out of it, but like we genuinely feel like it was a great experience if you did make the most out of it. And like I actually loved going to school in Savannah because I feel like if I was going to school like in New York, I would have been so distracted by the city that, oh, say hi to Marilyn. I don't know if you can see her. Oh, Marilyn, this isn't about you. Oh, gosh. Anyways, I'm just a bridge. I just feel like if I was living in New York going to college, I would have been so distracted by the city that like I wouldn't have been able to focus on my studies as much as I did in Savannah. Like, listen, I love Savannah. Like, I could totally see myself moving back there after, like, when I'm retired. It's not a place that I'd want to live like now in my adulthood, but like when I'm old, she's definitely the spot. She's charming, she's cute, she's good food. I love it there. And while I was in college, I interned for one summer in LA at Prem, which was Gabby Fresh and Nicolette Mason's brand. If you are an OG plus size baddie, you know Prem. Prem was the fucking brand. Like that was my very first like internship. And when I got it, I was beyond stoked because Gabby and Nicolette are like two women that I have just looked up to for so many years and continue to look up to. They are huge pioneers in the space for plus size women and plus size fashion. So getting to intern for them in their company was like a dream come true for me. Living in LA was not a dream come true for me. I hated it. I hated it so much. No offense to my LA dwellers. The people there just like, they weren't my vibe. Like this is the joke that people say. Like in New York, the first thing someone asks you when you meet them is, what do you do for work? Or like, where do you live? Because people want to know what you do for work or like what kind of neighborhood you're affording to live in. But in LA, people say the first thing people ask you is how many followers you have. Again, that's just like a hyperbole. Like I don't think people actually ask that. But like the sentiment is that like in LA, like people seem to care way more about like what your status is and what can you do for them, instead of like in New York, it feels like people care more about like, what's your hustle? Like, how much are you hustling to live in this city of dreams? My second internship was in Philadelphia, interning actually at Anthropologie, which is like so crazy because I have worked now with Anthropologie a few times as like a creator, influencer, whatever you want to call me. And so it's just like so full circle to be able to do that. And it's like, wait, like I got to intern on the brand side and now like I get to be hired as a creator for them. It just feels so weird and like surreal and like I've made it moment, you know what I mean? That probably sounds silly, but like, I don't know. It's just something like I don't ever really say, I struggle with saying, not to be deep here, I struggle with saying I'm proud of myself. And so like, that's something I am proud of myself about. I'm getting to work with these brands that I have looked up to for years, that I have loved for years. It was really cool to be like, wait, maybe I am cool enough for Anthropologie to like me and like want to pay me money. It's weird for me to admit to you guys, I'm gonna be so honest with you. I'm really struggling with not feeling embarrassed that I just admitted that to you guys. And like, listen, I had a great time interning with them. Like, I actually loved working at Anthropologie, but I didn't love living in Philadelphia. Sorry guys, hate to say it. Yeah, like if Anthropologie and Urban and Free People, if their headquarters were based somewhere else, like I would totally work for them. Like I totally would. But I just didn't want to dwell there. So the story of how I actually ended up in New York is I was in my last semester at college. Actually, we were in quarters, but I'm just saying semesters to like make it make sense for you. But I was in my last like month at school, and it was very common for SCAD to have companies come and like do talks and do like little interviews and whatnot. And so my current company, which is a fashion company, was there interviewing and doing a conversation, and I somehow, so they had like 5 slots for interviews, and I originally was not supposed to be on the list. Magically, my career advisor snuck me in because I originally had not made the short list. She snuck me in because she knew I was graduating in like 2 weeks, and because I was graduating early, like earlier than everybody else, she knew that like I had a higher chance of getting a job because like I needed a job in literally 2 weeks, whereas everybody else needed a job in like 5 months. And so thank God she snuck me in because the interview went amazing. They flew me up to New York literally the next week. Like it was the week before my finals, and they were like, hey, we'd love for you to come to New York and tour the office. And of course, like I had to go to my professors and be like, please let me go. Like I know that it's the week before finals, but like I have to go do this job interview. I need to see what's gonna happen because Abby Bible needs a job. So I flew to New York. I was there for them for one entire day. And then at the end of the day, they offered me a job. And then literally the next week, I moved to New York. Like I graduated like on Thursday. And then Friday, I literally had movers come, pack everything up, drag my shit to New York. And I started work on Monday. Like it was actually insane. That it moved that fast. Like in hindsight, I'm so grateful that it did because I was able to get into New York and get into a job before COVID hit, because this was like December 2019. So it was right before the COVID times happened, and like seeing how many of my peers struggled to get a job that had graduated a couple months after me because of COVID, I am forever grateful that I was able to get into this company before then. Now I've been with the same company for 5 years. Like clearly I like it there if I've been there for 5 years. I originally started on e-commerce and now I'm in marketing and I do social media and influencer and general marketing initiatives, and like this is everything that I had dreamed of as a kid. Like I always knew I wanted to work in fashion. So like to now be getting to live that is just really cool. And like, I honestly love getting to have a regular 9-to-5 job and then also getting to do this on the side, because it makes this feel so less serious and so less stressful and more fun. And like, I just like get to make silly videos for my friends that like I've never met before, but somehow for some reason like me, you know? People always try to ask me, hold on, coffee break. Yes, I use Tervis tumblers like a lame person. Like I'm sure a lot of you don't even know what these are. My mom bought these for me in college because these were the cups we always had growing up, and they're just like so indestructible. Like they have a lifetime warranty too. If you drop it and break these, you can just send it back to them and they'll send you a brand new one. Like, why am I gonna buy nice glass cups that like I could drop and fuck up, or my cats could fuck up, when like I can just have these so unaesthetic but useful and sturdy ass cups? Also, how unaesthetic could Save Our Golf actually be? Filming this, I'm realizing like I just feel really happy about where life is right now. I'm just like, you know, getting to live in New York, the city that I always dreamed of living in. I have 2 little precious baby angel kitties, Mabel and Marilyn. I don't have children, and so like they are my actual children. I birthed them. I don't know who their father is, but I birthed them. And like somehow, some way I'm engaged. I'm not wearing my ring. Let me put it on for you real fast. For some reason, I don't like doing my makeup with my ring on. Like, I'm just worried about getting it dirty. Guys, I love this. I was about to say I designed this ring, and then I was like, no, I should say we designed this ring, but that's a lie. Okay, Kyle was there. He was there in every appointment. Okay, don't get me wrong, but it was my vision. It was my execution. I did ask him, you know, like, oh, what did you think? And he said, yeah, I love it, which is the right answer, because he knows that it would be stupid to say he doesn't love it, because this is my ring. This is my vision. So yeah, like being engaged is just like so weird. Like I'm a child. Like I am a child bride. I am a 19-year-old child bride. I am 27, but I am a child bride. Like something about being engaged feels really embarrassing. That sounds, wait, listen, stick with me, okay? It just feels weird to be like, yeah, my fiance. Like fiance feels really embarrassing to say. I struggle for some reason with people seeing me be like romantic and soft. I don't know why, but like, it feels so embarrassing to love a man so much that I want to marry him and be with him for the rest of my life. Like something about that feels really weird. And don't be weird and be thinking like, oh, it's because I don't love him or I don't actually want to be married to him. Like, no, that's not the situation at all. Like I look at him and I'm like, I can't believe I get to marry you. Like I can't wait to marry you. But like, it feels so weird to be saying that out loud and like to you. I should probably unpack that with my therapist. But like, yeah, like literally getting to live in New York with my fur babies, with my fiance, and like our new dream apartment. Like this is the best apartment I've ever lived in, and it's literally everything I ever dreamed of as a kid. And like, honestly, a lot of my goals, like I never thought that I would be able to achieve as a fat person. Like just to be so totally honest, like growing up, I had someone prominent in my family always tell me that no one would ever love me if I'm fat. And so to see the growth of myself, be able to unlearn that negative thought in my head and learn how to love and embrace myself exactly as I am, and that positive energy coming off of me to radiate enough to attract a partner that loves me for me just feels crazy. I spent so much of my life hating myself. Like, people always ask, like, how are you so confident? And it's like, guys, it took years of work. It's not a switch that you can just turn on. The thing that really helped me was, like, I just kept taking photos of myself. Like, I would just look at myself in the mirror and I would tell myself I loved myself, even if I didn't. Like, even when I was having a really bad day, like, I just, like, it was a fake it until you make it situation. Because if you're in your mind always putting yourself down, talking negatively of yourself, you're never gonna be able to crawl yourself out of that self-hating hole. And, like, hating yourself and hating your appearance isn't gonna get anywhere. And, like, yeah, you can do things, you know, you can lose weight, you can do things to fix your appearance of what you think is wrong with you, but, like, it's not gonna fix what is already damaged inside of you. That's just a bandage on a situation that needs more thoughtfulness and love poured into it. But that's exactly why, like, I want to show up on the internet, because I want to show other people that look like me or are struggling with the same negative thoughts that, like, you don't have to hate yourself. You don't have to be mean to yourself. That, like, you deserve to dress in such cool outfits. That you deserve to live life to the fullest extent, to the happiest extent that you absolutely can, living in the body that you already exist in. That you don't need to change how you exist in this world in order to be happy. Oh, now you want to come in here at this time when we're having a serious conversation? These cats have no respect. I keep looking over here and not here, so this entire video, I'm not even looking at you. I'm sorry. I'm learning. Okay, I'm trying my best. I used to always think that I had a show on the internet and constantly be like, plus size fashion, plus size this, life as a plus size person. And, like, that's great. And, like, there's totally a place for that, because I want other plus size people to find me and my content and, like, hopefully feel something when they see my stuff. But I also don't want to just narrow myself only into the plus size community, because I think plus size representation, there's still a lot of work that needs to be done there. Me just yelling into the abyss at plus size people isn't going to make any changes in the fashion industry that the fashion industry desperately needs. We need our straight size counterparts to advocate for us. Like, I don't want to be treated like an other. I want inclusive fashion. I want a world where a size 2 person is able to look at my size 24 ass and be like, that's such a cool outfit, I want to wear that. Because I know I feel that way. I see someone who's a size 2 and I love their outfit and I recreate it for myself. So why can't it go the other way? I want plus size people to be seen as aspirational to everyone, not just to plus size people. I need to cut myself off, because this is literally something that I could rant about for so long. Like, maybe it's a whole nother video, I don't know. But, like, my main goal in life is just to show up as my most authentic self and be so unapologetically loud and bold and wear everything that people tell me not to wear, because, like, life's too short to not live life how you want and to wear whatever the fuck you want. Like, those rules of how to dress for your body shape is the stupidest shit I've ever heard. Who cares? Why does something need to be flattering? Something doesn't need to be flattering. If you like how it looks on your body and you like how it feels on your body, that's literally all that matters. Please hold, I need to do my Dyson and I won't be able to talk to you if I'm filming that. This was definitely a little more all over the place than I had planned. I went a little bit off my written talking points, but that's okay. You know what? Gal pals, this was me just gabbing with you, all right? And I'm gonna be gabbing with you way more. So, like, you'll just learn more about me as we go. This was just like a little baseline of, like, who I am, how I am where I am today, and, like, what's going on. That's just what I'm telling myself to justify the last, I don't know, hour that I spent filming this. But that's okay, because I've got so much more planned. I have hauls, I have styling tips, confidence chats, just, like, vlogs about living life and being a homebody in New York. There's way more that's gonna be coming down the line, so I'm not too pressed. And I hope you're not too pressed either, because like I enjoyed hanging out with you. This is fun. It was good to have like a little buddy while I did my makeup, you know? Like if you relate to anything I've said or want to share something, a fun little fun fact about yourself, leave a comment below. Let's chat. This isn't such a fun chatty hangout if you don't talk back to me. I can't just talk into the abyss, guys. Okay? Not to bully you into leaving a comment, but you better leave a fucking comment. Yeah, that's right, I said it. Am I gonna get like, not that I'm monetized, but like, does YouTube have an issue with me saying the F word? Does YouTube have a problem with me cursing? I actually have no idea. That's maybe something I should have looked into before I did this, because this girly pop likes to curse. But I hope you guys had fun hanging out with me, and I'll see you in the next one with so much more shit good to come. Yay! Bye, guys! Oh my gosh, wait. I'm saying bye and I didn't even do my lippy. I didn't even finish my makeup. Look, you guys just distract me so much. Wait, I need to do this because I need you guys to see it through. So like I actually don't really ever wear mascara. I just do like this base that I just did, and then I just do a lippy, and that's literally it. This is gonna be really anticlimactic because it's just like a little basic lip, but we have to see it through, guys. I can't, this wasn't a get to know me while I do my makeup if I didn't finish my fucking makeup. Guys, I really need to stop with the F word until I look into if I can say it on here. I feel like I've seen YouTube videos where they say it. I'm not going anywhere, so I'm just gonna put this on. Guys, do we like this color? This is brand new, so I don't know if I like this color. Oh, I kind of hate it. I don't know if you guys can see it because this lighting is so weird with the direct sun, but I think this is tiny terrible. I can't believe I made you stay longer to see this really anticlimactic lip oil. I just think it's too pale. Oh no. Oh gosh, I definitely missed the return window on this too. Yikes. All right, well, next time we'll have a better lippy, I promise you. All right, bye. Again, I'm not coming back this time, I promise you. Bye-bye.